guys, it's Heather
and Emily,
and actually this is going to be my week. This is the beginning of my weekly vlog, but I wanted to get a little bit of her with me. So it is Sunday evening, and I don't know that I'm going to be able to see her much this coming week. So we just got done filming our rustic lantern box. That was fun. I had fun doing that.
I think we should light the candle and see how it is in action.
All right, we're going to grab a lighter. So one of the things we got was this little Georgia peach candle with the peaches. There's some more peaches. This little tray, and then that little towel over there on my oven. So it smells incredible. And my placemats for my dining room are drying flat right now, so they're a little damp. Pretty, pretty. So these don't normally sit here. They're just trying to get dry before I can put them away. But Adam is working a little bit on the RV, getting it ready. He wanted to go over there and do some outside cleaning. He wanted to clean the wheels. He wanted to polish the wheels. So this week is going to be mainly pretty much, I guess, me packing to get ready to go on the RV for a few days. We're going to leave Wednesday and come back Sunday. So I'm going to be packing. He's already taken one load of stuff. I am going to bring some alcohol because I have a review I'm going to do for a company that sent me some stuff, and it's over there. I'll tell you about it later.
Please do.
But I figured since we might be bored a little bit there because we're going to be in an RV park and his parents are older and go to bed really early, so we might cocktail it up every evening. Make it a little more fun. We won't do it when we're driving, I promise. So, what are you laughing at? It's really heavy. I have a big poofy microphone. That probably was loud to you, but we couldn't hear anything. But as I hold this, it's quite heavy, and the camera starts to shake. So the little muff thing is just vibrating. Here, you hold it for a minute. See how heavy this thing is.
Yeah, I can see it start shaking soon.
Let's
I
watch.
also have no upper body strength at all.
Well, you weren't a gymnast. That's the only reason I have any upper body. But I don't have strong hands. I have very weak hands.
Oh gosh, yeah, I can't. You also gave it to my left hand, so this thing could fall at any second.
I'll take it back. But I just wanted to check in. I will try to pick up the camera as much as I can as I'm preparing for our departure.
And show them your all your fruit.
That's real fruit.
Yeah, I know, but you were talking about how you wanted to replace your fruit.
Yeah, but because we got the faux peaches from the Rustic Lantern Company June box, I can see my banana is. I have one banana left. That's for tomorrow's smoothie, and then I have 3 apples that are still edible. A little soft.
Oh, then this one's a little wrinkly.
A little soft, but this was an entire bag.
This is a bouncy ball.
This was an entire bag of apples that came from Costco. That's how many apples I've eaten. So that's what I eat as a snack most of the time. That was an almond butter.
Yeah.
All right. So you probably won't see her anymore in this vlog, but I needed to get my baby girl in here because we don't get to film much together. We see each other a lot, but we just don't get to film much together anymore. Yeah. So, all right, guys. I will check in with you tomorrow. Bye. Good Monday afternoon. It's 1 o'clock, so it is afternoon. We are going to go run around. We have to go to the grocery store, pick up some things that we want to take with us on the RV this week, drop some stuff off at the post office, run by the shop real quick. I've been putting piles together of stuff, like the alcohol and the mixers and some clothing items I know I want to take. Finished all the laundry yesterday, so everything we want to take with us will be clean. Just have to get the piles together. I'll film a little bit of that when it's a little more organized and I'm not trying to think about what I'm taking. It's camping, so we're not going to be dressing up. So it's kind of more like the bare minimums of what do we absolutely need to take with us. But definitely need to get bananas and stuff to make our smoothies in the morning. We had our mint ones this morning. I know that is Miranda's favorite one as well, the mint and cacao. And we just got done eating tomato sandwiches for lunch, straight out of our garden. How good were they, baby?
They were fantastic.
Yeah, bright red, juicy, perfect flavor. It was so good. So I thought I'd check in. I'll check in later. So good Tuesday morning. I am getting dressed. I'm praying that we get in to see my accountant today. We've got to file our taxes. I've got to finish the signing part of it. We've been asking her for a week now to come in because we were supposed to leave tomorrow early in the morning to go to Mississippi in the RV. So I'm dressing like we're going. I mean, going into her office, we don't have to really dress up or anything, but this is what I've done so far. I have on the little yellow pants that I got a couple weeks back. Super comfortable. They're so stretchy. And then just a little tie front white dress shirt. I'm wearing my Kendra Scott 3-layer necklace with the matching bracelet down here. Let's see. And the matching earrings. You can see that better if I go this way. I am working on packing up some items that I need. I do have some stuff already on the RV. I have shampoos, conditioners, most of the hair products that I need. The makeup's been sitting on there for a while, so I think I'm just going to bring my own. This is what I've packed so far. I've got, this is the sunblock that I'm using right now as the Elta MD Skincare UV Elements Broad Spectrum SPF 44, and it's tinted, so it kind of helps. Let's see. Let me just, well, the bathroom counters are kind of full right now. For eyeshadow, let's just do this. Pull that out. Let's just pull everything out and then put it back in as I go. My brushes are not clean, so no judgment. Oops, I'm dropping stuff. No judgment on my brushes. Hi, Indigo. You hanging out with Mom? Are you going to go pack your stuff? Do you want to go on the RV? Do you want to go bye-bye on the RV? You're going to pack your leashes and your collars and your toys and your treats and your num-nums? Are we going to go see Grandma and Grandpa? Where are we going? Are we going to go on an RV? Do you want to go bye-bye on the RV? You want to go camping? Do you want to go camping? Oh my goodness, are you so excited? Oh, Jax is excited too. You heard me talking Indigo. Jax, do you want to go camping too? Yeah, you do? Yes, you do? Yes, you do? Okay, let me just sit down here for a sec and set you here so that I can figure out this little, I'll just repack this. I'm picking up what I did. The way I pack to leave is whatever I grab for the day before, as I use it, I put it into my little travel container here, and then use it again tomorrow morning before we leave to make sure that's exactly what I want. So I've just completely messed everything up over here. I still have some bruising on my cheeks here from getting some filler in my cheeks last week. I didn't bruise around my eyes or my forehead, and I usually don't bruise too badly when I get Botox, but I decided to get a little bit of filler in my cheeks, and I still have some stuff banked. I'm going to try one of two things, and I don't know what to do yet. I'm either going to do a little bit of filler here, or I'm going to thread my neck. And supposedly that's supposed to help tighten. I did talk to her about Kybella. She said that she would, if I wanted to try Kybella, she'd be okay with that if we did a tiny, tiny bit here. But she does not feel like there's enough fullness here. But I have a little bit looser skin, and that's from gaining weight and losing weight all my life. So let me take you back a little bit. So she said the threading, that she would like to X them here and bring them back, and that should bring my jawline up a little bit. I don't know. I don't know yet. That's why I told her just to do the filler. Let me try to decide what I want to do, because this is going to take a little longer to heal. And I kind of don't want to do that in the summertime. You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't ever go away, whatever's banked there. You can buy packages. Like every month they have a new, like this was the July 4th package, and you got, I think, a certain number of Botox treatments, which I went over that. I had to pay the additional that wasn't a part of that. And then a certain amount of Juvederm, certain amount of Voluma, or the threads. I can't remember exactly what they're called right now. Anyway, I'm trying to decide what I want to do. I'm thinking I'm going to go with the threads, because this to me is not, I don't know yet. Okay, so let's start from basics. This is not including my skincare. I haven't even started on that yet, which scares me. So let's start with, we have my sunblock. I am taking my La Mer foundation because it is my favorite of all my foundations. It is my favorite foundation. I can't tell you what number this is because I don't have my glasses with me, but it is one shade up from what I was using in the winter. So I'm taking that. I just love the way it sits on my skin. I have been using the Tarte Creaseless concealer. I don't really use any concealer underneath my eyes. If I do, it's only, when I do is for bruising or whatever, and I didn't really need to right now. I have been using this. You can still see a little bit of the bruising here, but that's why I curl my hair into my face, and then it's not as obvious. It looks more like a shadow. So I'm taking that. For my powder, I'm taking my Laura Mercier translucent powder because the cap screws on. For my contouring, bronzer, whatever, I'm going to take the Callee Contour Palette by Smashbox. What I like about this is there are lots. I can make these into eyeshadows as well. So you have, this is your cheek, here are your different shades of bronzing or contour, here's your highlight shades, and then this is a matte cream shade, which is what I actually have on as a base underneath my eyes right now. So I'm going to take that one. I really like this palette. It's very versatile. If I'm trying to hurry and go, I can use this for cheeks, contouring, and eyeshadow. Super simple. All right. Eyeshadows, I am taking 2 small. I'm going to go with my Going Coconuts because it's a very neutral palette. And I'm going to take my Blush Crush, which is a newer one to me. I haven't shown this before. I got this at Ulta the other day. This is by ColourPop, and these are more pinks. And that's actually what I'm wearing today. All right, I do have a little kabuki brush here. I don't even know, I don't use it, so I don't even know why it's in there, so I'm not going to put it back in there. The brushes I have are the brushes that I use regularly. I'm going to take this one from my powder because it's not as big as my everyday powder brush. This is my foundation brush. I love this brush by BK Beauty. I love this brush. I can't tell you how much I love this. Of all the BK Beauty brushes I have, this one is it is the 101. It has like a little divot in here, and it's shaped. You can get underneath your eyes, you can get underneath your eyebrows without getting it in your eyebrows, hairline. I don't know. There's just, this is a magic brush. This is my bronzing brush. I use this. This is from Thrive Cosmetics. The words have worn off of it, so I have no idea which one it is, but it's the one I use for that. This is a Flower Beauty brush that I use for my blush, or I wipe it off and I use it for my highlighter too. I have other brushes, but I can't take them all. This one here, this is a Sigma. This is a tapered highlighter brush. That's not what I use it for. I love the Pat McGrath Labs. What is this called? It's the medium. That's what it looks like. I'm using it right. I probably go light in the winter time. I use this as under eye powder. I just love how it sits and it doesn't cake up. I love that. Okay, for eyebrows, do I not have my eyebrow? Oh, I'm gonna take, I guess I didn't put it in there. I mean, I had them microbladed, so I don't need much, so I'm just adding this little really, really old Anastasia Beverly Hills powder with my little, I think this is a Sigma brush too. I can't tell. It's my little, I've got a spoolie on one side and the angled thing on that. That's going to be my eyebrows. Eyebrow gel. This one is getting really old. It's the Urban Decay Brow Finish. I'm trying to use that up. A nail file, because I will always need a nail file. Then I have 4 eyeshadow brushes at this point. This one is an IT Cosmetics. I use this one for my all over, you know, my base coat, my skin tone, neutral tone. I use that. I have a BK Beauty. This is like a little smudger brush. I use that to smudge out my eyeliner. This is a, oh, there's another one here. There's 2. These are both by Thrive. They're 2 different sizes for eyeshadow. Yes, that's the color that I'm wearing today. There's some pinks on my eyes. So both of those. Smudger brush. And then this is also a BK Beauty. This is a tapered. I like this for in my crease. That's it for my brushes. I am taking, oh, this is also eyebrow. Is this by Urban Decay? I think if I need to add a little fill-in or whatever, I'm going to take that too. For eyeliners, I've got 3. Honestly, my favorite eyeliner right now, I like stick eyeliners unless I'm just using eyeshadow, and I can use that with my eyebrow brush. This is the Marc Jacobs. I can't tell you what color it is. It clicks up. I I love this color. It's kind of a brown. Honest to God, it doesn't say on here what it is. And if it does, I would need a microscope. I would need more than glasses. Love this one. I want to get some more of these. Love how it wears too. Then I have 3 by Urban Decay. This is the 24/7 in Love Drug. I have this under my eyes today because I'm doing the pinks and purples. I have a black. This is the 24-hour line. And then I have, this is called Smog, but it's kind of like a copper bronzy color. So I figured that kind of covers all of the gamuts. My Lumify eye drops, love those. That there. I have 3 mascaras only because this one's almost gone. This is that Pretty Vulgar. I've mentioned this before. It was a dog hair floating. Love this stuff, but it's almost gone. Taking that with me. I have my Thrive Cosmetics, which is my all-time favorite, but I'm also trying out this Anastasia Beverly Hills. I just threw the thingy away. Give me a second. It's called Lash Brag. I just opened this morning, and that's the mascara that I'm wearing right now. It's in black. I do like it so far, but I'm going to take that, but also bring my backups because I know what I love. I forgot to mention I'm using this, I got this in one of my boxes, the Makeup Finishing Spray, Scandinavia. Where did I have that before? It was all in here before, so now I got to figure out how to get it all back in here again. And eyelash curler. And okay, so do you guys remember these little Tarte Beauty? They were supposed to be for blending your makeup like a sponge. I didn't like them for that. When I put on my eyeliner or whatever, and I need to just barely hold my eye, I like to use this because it doesn't leave my fingerprints and stuff in my makeup. So that's what I use this for. And that is it for my makeup that I'm taking with me. Today I just have a Clinique Color Pop on my lips. I don't know what color it's in the bathroom. And I'll take a couple different shades because I feel like I can do the same look on my face and a different color lip and I get a different outcome, I guess. So that's my makeup that I'm taking. I do have to get together a few skincare items because I do have some stuff on there on the RV, but I want to take a few other things like my serums and all that I don't leave in the heat of the RV. And most of the hair products that I need are already on the RV, and now I just had to get together. I've got a pile of clothes, but I need to kind of put them together as outfits and make sure I have, undergarments and stuff to go with each thing. And I think that's it. Yesterday we did the grocery shopping that we're taking. We're going to be eating with my in-laws lunch and dinner, I believe. So we really only needed breakfast and some like little snacky items. So I got some yogurts and granola. Adam got some Nutter Butters and some Fig Newtons. What else did we get? Oh, I love the little Captain's Wafers. When you don't have time to grab something, and I'll bring a couple of protein bars. We've got some popcorn. And I also bought, and I think I have it for lunch today if we get a chance, some little bagel thins, or they're like bagel thins. They're little tiny bread sandwiches, some sliced turkey, and I'm going to put some avocado on there as my mayonnaise. And that just sounds so good. I picked that up yesterday at the grocery store to take with us as well. So I've got to get the dog food together, the dog treats and the dog toys. There are some toys already on the RV, and it's only going to be for a few days, and we won't be in the RV all day long. I think that's about it. So today is just about getting things packed. And then I think we'll take a trip to the RV to load some stuff on there today without the dogs when we go to the accountant. And then we plan on getting up early tomorrow. Now I will probably vlog once we're on our way because I don't know about you, but I cannot pick up the camera and be able to pack things into the RV, load things up, get the dogs ready. I just can't do that. My mind will not allow me to do that many things at one time. So once we get underway, I'll probably pick up the camera tomorrow. I'll probably pick it up again today at some point, I would assume. I've got most of my videos that are going up this week already scheduled, so we shouldn't have a gap, I hope, as long as things go right. I am taking my laptop, taking my iPad, taking my phone, but I don't know what kind of internet we're going to have. So I'm planning on doing all of that stuff when we get back next week. All right, I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. Good Wednesday morning. Obviously, I am not dressed due to lack of communication from my accountant. We are not able to leave today. So we are postponing our trip till tomorrow, which is a little frustrating because all we need is some communication. That's it. Just somebody to tell us what's going on, and it still isn't happening. So we have loaded up the RV, everything. I mean, obviously I have my little case of makeup sitting here. I didn't take that because I do live out of it right before I leave, but I was expecting to be on the RV as we speak, heading to Mississippi. All right, so it is Wednesday evening, almost 5 p.m. We just got home. No, we did not go see our accountant. Still have yet to hear from her, so nothing we can do. We're leaving tomorrow regardless. If she calls me at midnight tonight and says we need you to come in the morning, I'm going to say, sorry, a lot of things just went through my head. We're going to say, I'm sorry, we're not home. But Adam decided that he needed a couple new pairs of shoes. So we went over to DSW. This is the first time we've been in a shoe store in, well, he hasn't bought shoes for a year. I'm constantly asking him to, but so he decided it was time. We went up to DSW and they had like nothing. I mean, and their clearance area for men was completely gone, and he wanted some Nikes, which I ended up not buying any Nikes today. So the only other shoe store that's in our area that's actually specifically for shoes is Rack Room Shoes. So we ran across the street over there to see what they had, and he got 3 pairs. Now, of course, they've got BOGO. I tried to help him find a 4th pair, but, you know, he wasn't, he found 3 he loved, and when he's done, he's done. So, of course, I had to add the BOGO in there, right? So he purchased this little pair of Adidas. I think they're really cute. Okay, cute, he would not like that word. I like how they look on his feet. They are, yeah, right, I'm not gonna read this to you. I think the most expensive pair was what, $65 today, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah. These are the, oh, they're skateboard shoes, baby.
All right.
Can we skateboarding for me? Can I film that?
Yes.
And the other 2 pairs are Pumas. And he said these are so comfortable, and I'm glad because I really liked them. Now that pair of Adidas, it says that they're black, but they're actually like a charcoal gray. These are the Pumas he got. These are black with the white soles, and these look great on him. And they say that they've got, oh yeah, oh my God. They're really squishy on the inside. I bet those do feel good. Do they say skateboard 2? Those are the El Rey 2. And third pair was another pair of Pumas. Let me just pull the box up here and tell you what they are. They are the El Rey 2 perforated, and these are solid white. And these looked great on him, and they have that soft, squishy on the inside as well. So, since we didn't want to miss the BOGO, he sent me over to look in the girls' department. Now, let me tell you, the day I met him, I was wearing a black fleece hoodie, a pair of old denim jeans, and a pair of black Converse. And those Converse have been worn into the ground. But I picked up a new pair today, and they're a little different. Y'all, they're platforms. They are platform Converse, and they're so cute. Now, they don't have the squishy. They feel like a regular Converse on. They have to break in and kind of mold to your foot to get nice and soft. But what was crazy was I was wearing my little lemon jellies, and when I tried these on, I was about the same height. That was so cool. So I got those, and let's see, a pack of plain white socks. And we spent a total of $209.13. So the El Rey 2 perforated, which are the white shoes he got, those were $64.99. The lift canvas lace, that's got to be mine. I got them for $32.49. They were regularly $64.99. His other El Rey were $59.99. And then the other pair of shoes, 2.0, I don't know what that one was. One of the, I think it was the Adidas ones, were $59.99. He got them for $29.99. And then the socks were on sale, original price for $9.99. They were promo for $2 off, so $7.99 for 6 pairs of socks for me. So not bad for 4 pairs of shoes and 6 pairs of socks, $209.13. I was pretty happy with our purchase. And I mean, who knew that Converse made platforms? They're so cute, but now I gotta break them in. My husband says that shoes should be comfortable, right, the day that you buy them. Other than those lemon jellies and like regular flip-flops and stuff, and I've actually had flip-flops that hurt. Most shoes, for me, have had to have a break-in period. So I'm used to blisters and whatnot and rubbing and all that. But yeah, he wanted to go shopping. Of course, who am I to say no, right? All right, so we're going to, it's raining. Can't go outside and PLAY with the dogs. So he's got to do some packing. I'm done. I'm done packing. I'm ready to go. So we're going to get up a little earlier than usual and get on the road first thing in the morning. So I probably won't pick up my camera again until tomorrow. Once we're traveling down the road, I'll kind of talk to you guys for a second. But and like I said, I'll film as much as I can there. Maybe the campsite once we get it set up. We're going there to actually visit his parents, so I don't know how much. And they go to bed really early, so we may be having campfires and stuff, right, baby?
Sure.
But it's also supposed to be 100 degrees, so I'm not sure we're going to need a campfire. All right, I'll check in with you guys a little later. The entire audio part of this clip, so I just was, chatting with you guys about our trip so far. We were actually in Mississippi by this point. It had been a very easy trip. Lots of love bugs all over the windshield, just kind of showing you where we were at the time. This is what we've been looking at for about 6 hours at this point. So it was a great trip. The dogs did very well, and I will not bore you with more scenic footage. Okay, so we are coming up to some construction, so we're having to merge over. But what's nice is, like, a second ago I had to get up and go to the bathroom. I was able to do that. I'm ready to be there. I'm more of a be there person. The sitting and waiting to be there is not my thing, right, baby? I just want to be there. I mean, I want to travel, but I want to be there. So, and I think that's why I liked cruising so much, because you would just wake up and you were there. You didn't have to.
You do the same thing.
You want me to,
You're in a king size bed.
someone's got to be up here making sure you're not speeding or whatever.
Wow.
But anywho, and lots of the areas that we've been at, I haven't had any signal, so I can't watch. I have been trying to watch a little bit of YouTube, but then I lose my signal. So, and my battery is dying fast on my phone, and it's only the middle of the day. Yay! But when we get set up at camp, at some point, I will vlog a little bit of how we've got things set up, and it's a lot of work, so I'm not going to vlog us doing it. I'll just do it. I'll show you once we have it done. So I'll check in a little bit later, guys. Well, good Saturday morning. Today is Saturday the 18th of July. We've kind of had a hiccup in our giddy up. I have not vlogged since our trip to Mississippi 2 days ago. Did a little bit of vlogging driving down the road. We got down there, and of course then we had to set up camp, and we didn't put anything out. We just, hooked up to water and power and whatever. My in-laws were there right as we pulled in, so they got to watch us do that, and we got the dogs situated, and then we went out to dinner with them. We got back to our bus, and I got a phone call that someone that I had been around earlier this past week had tested positive for COVID. So to minimize exposure and to be on the safe side, we decided not to stay. And that was heartbreaking. We haven't seen his parents since 2018, but with their health and whatnot, we didn't want to take any risk. We did go have dinner with them. We didn't touch. So we wore masks most of the time except for while we were eating. So I'm praying that this is not a problem. It's just scary. And I didn't find out until we got back to our camp. We were 8:30 that night is when I found out. So we packed up we slept there that night because we had just traveled there all day long and finally got things hooked up. So thankfully we didn't put anything out. Got up yesterday morning and broke camp. Started headed back to Georgia, and we decided that we would stop at a RV park place that we had been a few months ago, back in June. I think it was the middle of June. So we're here. We got here late last night. Not late last night, dinner time-ish. So far we have nothing set up outside. We just have the awnings out, and we hooked power and water. And he ran out and grabbed some food because we weren't prepared for meals. We were prepared for snacks and breakfasts, and that's it. Not dinners and stuff, because we were going to be spending the whole time with his parents. So we don't have those types of groceries on board. But we're going to make the best of it this weekend. He went and grabbed a pizza last night. I know that that's not something I should be eating, but it's Fox's Pizza Den. If any of you know what it is, it's really good pizza. So we did that, and then we took the dogs. There's a little dog park. I mean, like, I throw the ball, and they can't even get to full speed in there, but they got off the leash for a while. They got some of their runs out. I did it long enough that they were panting really well when we got back here. We all slept really, really well. I feel great. Adam feels great. I don't want to be a carrier. I'm also an asthmatic, so I don't want to have the symptoms, but I sure as hell don't want to, excuse my language, give it to somebody else. So this is a pretty good social distancing situation, and it's just Adam and I and our 2 pups, and we are going to stay here till tomorrow, I think. And so if we decide to put stuff out front, the problem is, now I did post on Instagram yesterday, or the day before yesterday, when we got to Mississippi, the car was reading 111. It was so hot, so hot. And yesterday when we got here, I think it was 96. So, and where our spot in this RV park, the sun just beats on that side of the RV, and that's the front side of the RV where we, put out our chairs and we have the awnings and stuff, and it was just too hot to sit out there yesterday. So by the time the sun went down and it started to cool off a little bit, we were tired. I mean, we spent 2 days traveling, and just wanted to get the dogs happy a little bit. So we think we're going to get dressed. I have my little makeup kit sitting right here. And we're going to take the dogs, maybe go up the mountain, walk around a little bit, get them out of the RV a little bit, because they spent 2 days traveling too, and that's hard on 2 babies. Right, guys? But you've been so good. They've been so good. So I'm going to do something with this makeup. I don't think I'm going to do anything with this hair because it is just so hot and muggy outside, and there's a chance of rain. I'm looking at it right now. It says 30% chance of rain. That might be in North Georgia, but I haven't heard her yet because I have the TV down too low. So if we do set up camp outside to any degree, I'll take a picture out there or I'll vlog a little bit, but not the exciting weekend that we had planned, but we're still having fun together, and anytime I'm with Adam, it's fun. So we'll figure out what we're going to do today, and it's nice and, I'm going to say it's nice and cool. It's nice and cool in here, but it's shady right now. The sun is behind the trees, so we don't have the sun blaring through the window right now. All right, guys, I will check in with you a little bit later. We are at Franklin D. Roosevelt State Park in Pine Mountain, Georgia, and this is where we had our very first kiss.
It is.
Do it again, baby.
Okay.
So we thought we'd bring up the dogs and let them see where we had our first kiss and do a little bit of looking around, a little bit of nature. Of course, Indigo immediately went to the bathroom.
That's our Indigo.
So up here, let's see, I'll show you this view. How gorgeous is this view? I know that the sun is out there. It's early in the morning. Well, it's 10.
30-ish.
Thought we'd get out here before it got too hot. It's just so pretty. This is where he kissed me for the first time. We were sitting right here. There were other people here, but today we have it completely to ourselves. And there, looking at what you think, Indigo. Where are we? You want to see? And up there is a metal statue sitting on a bench of Franklin D. Roosevelt, and Indigo does not like him. She was not happy to meet him. You want to walk down here? Don't get them near the edge.
Yeah, fine up here.
Where are we, Jax? What you see? What you see, guys? What you smell, Indigo? They're more worried about the smells of all the people who've been here. I can't read this. Franklin D. Roosevelt loved to picnic here, and he had this grill built. I can't read it from here.
It was filled to preserve it.
So this was Franklin D. Roosevelt's grill. This is where he would come up to picnic. It's gorgeous up here. He picked me up for our first date. He picked me up on a motorcycle. I had never met him before. The day that that day, he took off his helmet and pulled up his glasses, and I knew I was home. We came up here, so took in the sights, had our first kiss, and then he took me down to, what was it called, baby? The little river.
Don't remember the name of that state park.
Can't remember the name of that state park either.
Another state park.
Another state park around here, and we had a picnic. Super romantic. It's hard to... What?
That's me.
That's you.
Mr. Romantic.
Mr. Romantic. I'll take you up here. You can see. Let's see if the dogs have the same reaction to Mr. Roosevelt. President Roosevelt. You come over here? Let's go see Mr. Roosevelt. Huh? Come on. Go say hi. Come on, Jax. Go say hi, Indigo.
No. Not big fans.
She's not barking and growling at him now.
She's not.
Jax, you come say hi? Come on. Come on.
No.
Come on.
He's not
No. Oh, he's pulling me that way. 14 years ago, a Democrat Yankee came to Georgia. I can't read it. So he might swim his way back to health. His new neighbors there extended to him the hand of genuine hospitality and welcomed him to their firesides and made him feel so much at home that he built himself a house, bought himself a farm, and has been coming back ever since. President Franklin D. Roosevelt, excerpt from his speech to Lamar EMC, Barnesville, Georgia, August 11th, 1938. The other dogs won't go near him. Come on.
It's just kind of a... You could shoot a little video of that. They can pause the screen if you want to read all the gory details.
Okay. Dowdle's Knob, Franklin Delano Roosevelt's favorite spot. FDR comes to Warm Springs. Picnicking at the Knob. There he is. And that's out there where we just were, where he had the picnic. He was an avid picnicker. New Deal in Georgia. Roosevelt's final farewell. Sorry, I don't know if you guys can even read any of this. Roosevelt's hearse leaves Warm Springs. Isn't that gorgeous?
One more plaque, baby.
One more plaque. This was his Georgia. Franklin D. Roosevelt was a frequent visitor, 41 trips to Warm Springs from 1924 to 1945. Dowdle's Knob was one of his favorite spots for both quiet contemplation and picnics. FDR visited this spot overlooking Pine Mountain Valley as a private citizen, as governor of New York and as 32nd president of the United States. He wanted more people to visit the area and urged the building of the scenic highway across Pine Mountain and the construction of the spur here in 1937. President Roosevelt had the grill built to help him enjoy picnics in his more formal style. He preferred linen draped tables, with hot dishes served from silver. In place of a blanket, he preferred to sit on the chair or on an automobile seat placed on the ground. Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Get stepped on? Okay. FDR came here to contemplate the upcoming founding of the United Nations and the Americans dying on Okinawa in Germany during his final trip to Warm Springs, April of 1945. All right. One more little turn around here. You guys want some water?
Yes. Did you say beer? Cerveza.
So it sounds like I've got a couple of helicopters in the back. But I wanted to show you guys this. I've been using this since when we first got Indigo. I have two. I have the green one and the pink one. Who is this by? PB. I think it's PB Plus. This thing is fantastic. We just fill it up with clean water. It stays in the refrigerator. And we grab it when we go. This little button here locks it so that this button won't let any out. You open it back up and you fill the water into this little cup. Doggies drink right out of it, and whatever's left in there, you just push the button, hold it slowly, and it goes back inside. And we take these things with us every time we take the dogs outside. I mean, obviously not in our yard, because they have the little water fountain on the side of the house, but always have to make sure that they have water, especially in this heat. They will get hot really fast. They just drank half that bottle in 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes. All right, so if we come across anything else, I'll pick up the camera, and here, this is what we're driving past. Our first kiss, our first date. God, it was such a good day. Wasn't it, baby?
It was.
This January will be 10 years, right? Yeah.
30 what?
Really?
No.
Seriously?
10?
This January
Doesn't
will
even
be...
seem like it's been that long.
January will be 10 years. January 29th will be 10 years of our first date. God, look how pretty it is just driving down. So we're going to go up and see Roosevelt's little white house. Here is the entrance to it. He built this little house. How do you explain?
What's that, baby?
You explain. He came down here because he had polio.
Right. Yeah, no, so you know, the thought back in the day was that the warm springs, which is the city we're in now, there are a bunch of natural warm springs here. So soaking, bathing in the warm springs would help with polio. So that's why he came here so often.
I'd build a house up here. You gotta go to the right. I bet this parking lot wasn't here when he lived here.
Yeah, so he built a really nice parking lot.
That doggy is not on a leash.
Just do a drive-by because I'm assuming
Okay.
I can't have dogs.
But he just had a dog.
Sure.
Look at this!
Model T.
Model T. Cute. It's a no drone zone. Little White House. Franklin D. Roosevelt came to Warm Springs in 1924 in hopes of recovering from the effects of polio. His love for the area and hopes for the Georgia Warm Springs Foundation led him to build a small white clapboard cottage on these pine-scented slopes. The house was completed in 1932 while FDR was serving as governor of New York. During FDR's 4 elected terms as the 32nd president, the cottage became known as the Little White House. It was designed by architect Henry Toombs, who also designed many of the foundation buildings. The cost was $8,738, including landscaping. Wow. The cottage, garage, servants' quarters, and guest house were preserved much like they were on April 12, 1945, when FDR died of a massive stroke as he was sitting for a portrait. The unfinished portrait and many of FDR's personal belongings can be seen in the cottage and in the adjacent museum. During the busy years between 1932 and 1945, FDR only visited his beloved Little White House on 16 occasions while he and the nation struggled through the Great Depression of 1929 and then World War II. Many of the solutions to the people problems that beset the nation during his presidency came to FDR as the result of his association with the people of this area. I think it looks a little different probably than...
Well, we can't see it.
Right.
It's behind this entrance building.
Oh, is it? It's
Yes.
back there?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I see it back there.
Okay.
Way back there. This is the little town of Warm Springs. They've got some really cute shops in here. This guy is always here on the weekends. Those peaches look good. You can see the motorcycles ahead. And that is the little bike shop right there. but we're not on our motorcycle right now. We were just down here a month ago. Little restaurants. This is like a little walking area. It's a biker village is what they call it, but looks like they're doing some construction. This is good barbecue right here. Real Pit Barbecue. Max.
Take them through downtown Warm Springs. How about that?
Don't blink. This is a cute little store. I've gone in there a few times. It's called The Dressing Room.
There's a guy with a snake and stuff.
There's a guy holding a snake over here.
Talking about the Jesus.
There's the community building. That used to be around. Okay, there's the pork place there. That's the Bullock House restaurant, isn't that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've eaten there.
We have.
Bed and breakfast.
Woodbury. For Walking Dead fans.
Yeah, for the Walking Dead fans, Woodbury is to the right. The Walking Dead fans, Woodbury is to the right. And Woodbury is what they call, it was Woodbury, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
even though it was Sonoy that
was
it
in
was shot
Sonoy.
in,
Right.
they called it Woodbury, which is just right down the road from here.
And Alexandria is also in Sonoy.
You're right, but that's, supposed to be Alexandria, Virginia, but it's also shot in Sonoy.
Yep. So, all right. Gonna head on down the road. So we are checking out the trails at Pine Mountain Trail. We're trying to decide if we want to attempt. The group of people just went by and said that there are some that are going to be easier with dogs than others. I would like to go to the one that's got the waterfalls, but you're talking 3.4 miles with 2 dogs, and they said it's very slippery.
From here, right? But there's other places we could park and
Right.
possibly
So
have
this
a shorter
is,
hike in.
I think this is the one. There's falls there. Beaver Pond Trail. There is a loop, but it doesn't have. It's a completely dry trail. So I know. We'll figure it out. All right, so we're back in the car where there's air conditioning. We'll talk about doing that later, but we're not prepared for it. We don't have a backpack with water bottles and stuff in it right now. We can't walk around with a Yeti. So, and it's gonna get blazing hot. I mean, it's 84. It's gonna be in the mid-90s today.
What's the feels like right now, baby?
I don't know. It feels like 110.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I wasn't looking for an actual weather report. What you feel, it feels like it's about 100 degrees out.
Yeah, and it's really, really humid, so which makes it even hotter. So, and I'm a wuss. What can I say? I probably could have used the exercise, but I already need to pee, so we're gonna find me a place that's not in public. All right, let me tell you a little. This is our little spot. We didn't end up putting anything out, but that's our rig with the awnings out. The puppies are in there right now. We have a water bowl outside, but we got back today, dropped the puppies off. We went and grabbed some lunch, and when we got back, it was hotter than Hades. We did take the dogs down to play a little bit in the little the little doggy park. It's tiny. It is so tiny, and I can't film that. I can't carry this camera and throw the ball with the dogs. So we did that for not very long. I mean, it was so hot they couldn't handle it. So we went back, they got some water, we went inside, and it was just so hot we couldn't do anything. And then what did it do, baby?
Rained.
Then it rained. So we turned on a movie. We watched Tom Hanks' Greyhound.
Greyhound.
Is that on Netflix?
Apple TV
Apple
Plus.
TV Plus. Okay. It was pretty good. I'm not big on any type of war movies. It makes me sad and stressed, but it was actually very well done, and it wasn't overly long. I also don't like movies that last hours. He put a movie on that lasts 2.5 hours, and as soon as I see it across the street, I'm like, oh my God, we have to sit in this dark room for 2.5 hours, but this one was about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So we just took the dogs back out for a little bit, and we're going to go into town. I say into town, but don't blink. It's as big as Warm Springs is. So we're going to get some seafood for lunch or for dinner. And then when we get back, when the sun goes down, it cools off a little bit, we'll take the dogs for a walk. And this is going to be our last night. So it's been a pretty day. I'm glad that we were able to do something for the weekend. I've enjoyed hanging out with you. So
Right back
that's
at you.
so pretty over there. That is a, let me zoom in. That is a personal care home. You're getting is all blurry. It's just really pretty with all the green grass, the green trees, the White House with the red doors. So we're gonna follow this road and we're gonna get some food. So this is gonna be the end of this week's vlog. I hope I got enough. I hope I didn't get too much. There's like that happy medium. So in the next couple of days, I will be editing that. So I will check in, or I will be checking in. I'm gonna say goodbye for now, and I will see you next week.